Marcus Ericsson. See the rear steps out. He was a little wide. And that did a lot.
This is what happened. We'll see a little bit of it. Did he catch the inside and then that tipped him over to the right?
He should be kicked out of the series. He did say that a few minutes ago.
He did. I mean, that's, instantly getting physical there. Pretty unnecessary in practice.
And they fly down towards turn 3. This is a tricky corner. Herta's got the inside. That's the preferential line. Oh, and Will Power gets tagged.
By who? Santino Ferrucci, and it leads to a 4-car stack-up.
And then the rookie Kiffin Simpson at the back in the blue and yellow car has nowhere to go. Watch this. Boom.
14 bull charges.
Sounds like a little bit of rear lock in there, Townsend, on the way in.
Started with left front lock. They go 3 wide, Power up the inside. Actually, initially I thought that was Power's fault, but Rinus VK came arcing across the bow of Power.
Colton Herta, the yellow, white, and black car on the inside of Palou, and then takes himself out of it. Oh my goodness, almost hit Vautier. It's the long way round. Ericsson drives him a little long. Oh, big contact. Lundgaard and Grosjean smash each other in turn 3.
Lundgaard's pinning Grosjean.
Ericsson's going to make him wait for it. Inside goes Rosenqvist. There's another collision. Teo Pourchaire.
I don't know if that's going to be a penalty or not. He got pretty far up alongside, wouldn't you say?
Get that lap back and hope for a yellow.
Oh, around goes Joseph Newgarden. Spins and blocks the track for Alex Palou.
You're going to see a replay. She was headed down to turn number 1.
Yeah, just locked it up and hit that wall pretty good. And that's a situation where
to end this session as well, it was Michael D'Orlando and Jacob Abel who were giving chase, and Bryce Aaron was just trying to hustle a little bit of clear space ahead of those guys. And boy, got the left side Firestones through, but not the right side.
Yeah, and I think
down in the 19th position, Davey. This was coming off of turn 2. Heading towards that long back straightaway. He was tucked in a pack of 4 cars and just lost it.
We got a car right below me that went into the wall. That's James Rowe. He stuck it into the Firestone tire barrier. We've got an incident on course, Nick Yeoman.
Yep, Mark, that looks like it is exiting and trying to enter the front straightaway.
Bryce Aaron into the wall hard.
It just exited stage right hard.
This is for a podium position. D'Orlando around the outside, some contact, he goes around, and big damage. Abel continues on.
Spinning and collecting Nolan Aller, Christian Bogle, and Niels Colin here. That's the challenge when you're on such narrow confines of a street circuit.
In the back of the Ferrari and nudged him around. I'm very curious to see race control's view on that.
that's a drive-through all day.
Yeah.
That's a drive-through all day, and that 2.5 second the gap that Nick Tandy substantially was trying to keep the number 7 of Felipe Nasr behind, and came from the middle of the road rather than from the optimum part of the circuit.
I mean, I'd rather be lucky than good, and if you're lucky and good, even better, certainly. Because that was 2 mistakes there for Colin D. Felipe. He already made one on the down lap, and he makes another one there. That's
another passionate kiss. He was under pressure from the Lexus. Did he get a helping hand? He got more than that. That was a little bit of a hip and shoulder, but did he close the door?
Yeah.
And that's what Ray Troll are gonna have to look at, moving in the braking area. And we've had a huge incident, and the track is blocked. Around has gone the number 85 Richard Westbrook car. We've had several incidents, and it was down the inside from the number 31. That's a penalty as well. That's another easy one for the 31 of Jack Aitken. That wasn't smart, Jack. And the full course caution is out because he got hit. Oh, my apologies. I thought that car had cut out. Jack Aitken. And, well, pick the bones out of that one. Conquest Ferrari's got turned around again. And this time it's Brian Sellers. McLaren is in the tyres at turn 3. Bright orange McLaren into the tyres.
Oh, yes.
That is so not Alex Riberas.
Now, hang on a minute. This is not part of the plan with half an hour gone, because an Audi from the TCR class, it's the TCR, yeah, 775 on fire on, is this the Grand Prix track? Yeah, it's very, very early on in the lap. The driver is clear of this situation.
Right rear wheel just over the curbing onto the grass and not moving. But he's taken the stickers off at least one side of the car, glancing below with the barrier, and then little rotations. It came back 8.19. That's 6 seconds off the ultimate pace at the moment, but
pushing all the way to the flag, I think, is there.
Totally. Again, an accident all on his own sim. And Danny, you look across his career record, many titles to his name, but not many accidents, and that was all on his own.
And here's the chasing pack. Now, this is an opportunity. Oh, huge incident. 2 cars just after fluke packed. It is one of the BMW. It will be covered with double yellows. So 1 car in the first instance, and then the Porsche coming along and not slowing down. That secondary impact is absolutely horrible. He's tried to... it's the Mercedes going through a gap that was narrowing. Fabian Schiller, and then clips the Porsche as he went by. Clipped 2 cars, actually. That's going into a gap that is closing.
It's great for him that he's also doing racing over there, and he's doing very well. So, yeah, Charles has fitted in very nicely.
Another car off the circuit, and this is the 147.
Well, there is debris absolutely everywhere. The 99 previous race leading BMW is diagonally across the track, facing in the opposite direction, and still as we try and close in on the 3rd car.
He was behind traffic, including the GT cars. He's been clipped by one of the Caymans, and that Cayman's gone off as well.
In which case, you are allowed to overtake that car.
And he definitely did give it back.
And he gave it back. Now we've got massive drama for Christophe Dupre in the Audi S2, which is part of the VT2 rear-wheel drive.
Bau ja junges Fahrzeug in Sachen Youngtimer Sport. Jetzt sehen wir noch einmal, wie es geschehen ist. Zu schnell verbremst und ab Indy, Gott sei Dank, Reifen stapeln. Da dürfte nicht allzu viel hoffentlich geschehen.
Yeah, often the only stickers they carried be those small ones along the bottom of the door that were the ones you needed to have as a bright yellow BMW rotates around and nose into the tyre wall. Who hit whom? Well, the 190. Oh my golly! I will take all blame away from the Mercedes driver. He was braking, about to turn into turn 1, and as if from nowhere.
Bleiben ganz kurz vorne an der Spitze, und es wird ein Maurice Doorman auf der 3. Endposition abgewunken. Ja, und da gab es einen heftigen Einschlag für Jürgen Lauscher.
And that was just by cutting the corner a little bit on the exit of the final turn, and just picked up a little bit of grass from Klaus Sebranson. And Klaus Sebranson gets very wide and into the gravel and onto the grass as he goes rally crossing. He's never going to be able to hold on to this. Ruslan Sadriv has to take evasive action, and he clatters into the barriers. As Giacomo Altoe has got the inside line and does usurp Philip Barron for the lead of the race. And meantime, there is plenty else going on behind. Keep it on that, as we can see from our drone here. He puts his nose in front, and there you can see Andrew Morrow having gone around.
He would like to make the move stick immediately, and he goes for it, and that was just...
Oh, and James Owen just collects the rear wing. And you can see that Zoe Skrimpias is already trying to put himself on the inside of the car. Oh, and Andreas Koenig gets sideways. Zoe Skrimpias then gets hit from behind. Don't have internal rear view mirrors. They have a big screen, which the drivers love as Andreas Koenig goes around. He just carried a little bit too much speed out of the final turn, lost the back end of the car. Ahead of him, a 138.213 comes from Zoe Skrimpias. Please bear in mind, in terms of the points that you get, as that is a car into the barriers. Now that is, I think, Tal Alcher. Very close together. No, absolutely nothing to do with Andreas Koenig. Tal Alcher just running a bit wide, perhaps under pressure from Andreas Koenig. And there, Andreas Koenig really pushing. Oh, and Andreas Koenig carrying a little bit too much speed. Oh, what a great shame that is.
Let's go back and unpick this. down the inside. So ironically, it's Mark Rosser. We were talking to his co-driver at the start of the race. Down the inside, Renee Gracie, Paul Stokell, car, and it's involved in some contact with the Adrian Dietz, Tony D'Alberto, Lamborghini.
Nära att det smäller de två emellan, men det är Dahlgren ner till första kurvan med Knutsson på utsidan, så smäller det bakom! Det är Lejonkrans, Kjelle Lejonkrans är av, Löfqvist är av, en av M3G-bilarna slutar Gustav Bergström.
Den mellan Robert Dahlgren och Lukas Sundahl. Vi har avklarat 12 stycken varv. Och vi har fortsatt Robin Knutsson för West Coast Racing, och här är det Adestam som gör en piruett.
Virtualmente terzo, in questo momento quarto, ma appunto Audi, il cui compagno è appena uscito, Pietro Degli Guanti, è andato dritto con un contatto in realtà.
Sì, c'è stato un compagno di squadra, proprio la prima posizione. Vedete che cosa è successo? Allora, ha sbagliato Fabili l'uscita della Villeneuve. Sono partiti in questo momento con Pegoraro che ha preso il comando subito davanti a Pollini, ma attenzione, un incidente che ha coinvolto piloti delle file centrali. Il campionato italiano Gran Turismo, vediamo quello che è successo. Qui no, invece è stato Andrea Palma che ha tentato la manovra su, guardiamo che cosa è successo. È stato toccato dalla vettura di Pisani, della Raptor, le Porsche. Qui proprio un errore, ed è andato anche a toccare, che sta tentando di attaccare Reimers, che si trova stretto tra la vettura di Scionti e la Ferrari di Patrinicola, tenendo benissimo il suo ritmo. E qui c'è già un incidente subito ancora alla variante Villeneuve, è accaduto tra Messina, che è andato a girarsi e va a toccare le barriere, i ragazzi terribili della GT Cup. Qui c'è stato Randazzo che è andato a centrare Borrelli in un punto abbastanza pericoloso contro la barriera. Poi guardiamo che, ecco, questo invece è molto più brutto, perché siamo con la vettura del debuttante Norge, che è finita proprio alla seconda della Rivazza. Qui forse Simone poteva, erano molto vicini. Marvin Klein, quando manca davvero pochissimo alla conclusione della gara, e c'è lì Jan Stiak che per il momento non ha sbagliato niente. Felbenmeier è finito dritto.
It's the Japanese star who leads the championship leader. Fast for it into second place. Off the road goes Reno Frontcott. Takes King Nakamura Berta with him. Goes around, Keeney's out. A huge crash. King Nakamura Berta, the former junior World Kart Racing champion. He was on the podium at the first round at Misano. He's not the only one. We've lost one Jensen car. Down into turn one. And this is when all hell broke loose. Two Jensen Motorsport cars into the gravel. You're going to hear those two dreaded words, and this is the reason why. Launching over the ripple strip, Everett Stack, 4th rookie on the road and 12th outright. Slater into the back of Jack. The Australian and Englishman come together. This is the incident that eliminated Jan Koller. Contact with Alexander Savinkov. This is the reason why. Oh wow, front right into left rear. Francott and Rashid go together. The PHM drivers still racing. Popov and Larini. This time they touch. And this time Davide Larini.
The Kenda Tires, Cadillac, and again, Dylan Hughes, he didn't exceed as much as it. Oh, and there we go. Oh, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, yo, hey.
All right, action on the track, Jerry.
Thank you so much, Lorraine. Oh, Brandon, oh, Robert Thorne. Oh, just as we come back, Thorne gets wild in the streets, or wild on the track. Oh, that back left, he beat it. As we see Rudy Hansen, he wants to get to the side of, again, currently second. Oh, and Rudy gets into the wall. Oh, we talk about it, but Stuckey, failure to launch, doesn't have the angle, but Chris Forsberg has the right spot. Looks like we got contact. There was some contact on the gate, and both these guys taking out the inside clips. Literal gets into the crease. Brandon Sword. Oh, we got a tire fire. We got a back left tire fire. Ryan Literal brings it around.
That's a good one.
As Shanahan was, oh, and there he goes. We got contact. Here we go. You know we got a problem. James Dean. James Dean goes off. James Dean spins. Dean goes off. Shanahan continues on.
Top of the screen. It is. I don't know, or is that a tire that went down?
Yeah, tough to tell. I mean, the left front tire is definitely flat right there. Right? But that car is fugazi for the rest of the day.
Let's see what happened here.
Just got loose.
Easy to do.
He's able to take the line that he wants. You see, he gets down into turn one. Left that door open. He's going around.
There goes Mayer. Off the front end of Shane Van Gisbergen. Riley Herbst comes through with the race lead. A lot of problems for Joe Gibbs Racing on this restart. We see Chandler Smith, Sheldon Creed going to be penalized, and we've got a crash off of turn 12.
Brandon Jones involved in that. Backing out right there, getting himself in the right position. You see him off in the background.
44 is Brennan Poole.
Second exit. Oh, and Jones just has nowhere to go right there, trying to get to the outside.
試験員のところで23号車千代がスピンしている。リプレイで8号車と23号車
В группе лидеров Симонов ставит лучшее время круга, но пока... Ой-ой-ой, разворачивает Овсиенко, и как быть нет. Развернувшийся, я имею в виду Субару, напарник Артемий Мельников. Я говорил вам, что он мне жаловался, что многовато у него каких-то дурацких эпизодов в этом сезоне. Он из-за этого очень сильно расстраивается. Смаль прошел Захара Слуцкого. Нет, контакт был жесткий, какой контакт. Посмотрите, очень жесткий. Макс Туриев их двоих прошел. Какой был жесткий от Кирилла ответ. А здесь Чуба в итоге уезжает за пределы трассы, а Тоев тоже не попадает. Их двоих проходит там Слуцкий. И Чуба сильно отстал после этого. Борьба продолжается. Смаль очень жестко действует против Брагина. Дмитрий... Ох-ох-ох, до свидания, Кирилл Смаль, говорит Дмитрий Брагин. Я думаю, что это может быть штраф. Время круга, но реализовать темп потенциал не может. Вот здесь ныряет Архангельский внутрь, контакт между ним, он разворачивает здесь Виханская. Виханский газ не бросает. Проблемы, посмотрите, борьба в эсках. Да, вот она, разгрузка, контакт. Но здесь ни в чем Петя не виноват. То Сидоров его поддел. И в итоге сам еще уехал. Ну да, трасса влажная, там есть кочки. Мы видели, как сильно проблемы там продолжаются, как мне кажется, у гонщика на корейском хэтчбеке. Нет, там был, кажется, еще один контакт, если я не ошибаюсь. Одна из машин стоит на дрэгстрипе и дымит стену. Вот мы видим, разматывает его, и он приезжает в стену. Я думаю, что не сам здесь Тёма машину потеряла. Вполне возможно, что... К счастью, этого контакта удалось избежать. А 78-й, номер 88-й здесь сошлись и Суняева развернули.
Pudo estabilizar Matías Rossi, pero vuelve a descontar de Pano cuando se pasó el Drighetti. Se pasó el Drighetti y se tocaron. Se tocaron con Ciarrochi cuando peleaban por el cuarto lugar, quedó mirando para el otro lado.
Con la misma exactitud, ¿no? Y por eso tuvimos alguna situación ahí
para Farías.
Mirá cómo quedó.
Farías que lo llegó a tocar al auto de Charelo. Atención con esto porque lo puede complicar al líder del campeonato.
El de piso, ¿no? Un poco confusa la largada, ¿no? Largaron medio desparejo, me da la impresión.
Barramos, le ganó la cuerda a Ferreira, se tira con todo el de San Vicente. Uy, se rozaron los dos Ferreira que va para afuera ahora.
Y récord de vuelta para Ramos.
Otro trompo de Goodlane, se le voló directamente. En la anterior había zafado, agora perdeu.
Ele vem trazendo o carro para a direita.
O Baido veio para o centro da pista, né?
Exatamente. Ó, a ideia agora, no fumacê todo ali, ó, olha o que acontece.
Os Fuscas escaparam e o Koik...
Cara, mas... E bateu forte, hein?
E eu tenho a impressão que o Koik...
times when you get these bikes in the torque curve.
Oh, there he goes. He's down.
Man.
A little bit too much braking and a very interesting lean angle.
He did a really good job.
This will be a really, really pleasing result for him.
Yeah, I see another couple riders down the track conditions out there. Another one down into turn 5. Man, we've seen a lot at turn 5. But it looks like Gus and Rocco's kind of closed it down a little bit in that first sector, and Gus goes down.
That third place bike. It's definitely one of the Barcom bikes there. As Solly Mervis tips off down into Canada corner. He made his way up to 4th and just a little bit too much brake.
You can get it coming out of the final corner.
Chapin's working hard to try to not let Woodward. So we've got 2 riders down in that turn 5 area. As Chapin gets to and he goes down, and both riders down. Chapin now by himself. So Dreyer goes down. I mean, he's going to be, like I said, he's now 5th. And there's contact made between Dreyer and Ryan Wolf in turn 5 for Herfoss. 244.4 for Kyle Wyman. Oh, James is down, Greg. Big crash for James Rispoli.
Into the gravel trap that he goes.
And Prado, top of your screen in green. Jeremy Seawer tipping out of 5th. He picked himself up in 9th. And then Valentin Guillot fell. He was there in 5th position, the number 96 to the inside, just pushed the front through there, and he fell. He would fall again later on that lap. Lucas Coonan was banging bars with all the wrong people, tipped over. He would eventually come back from 22nd. Simon Langenfelder had got to 3rd. He then tipped over, and then he would eventually come home. On the opening lap, though, Salebo from 4th, and Daniela Guin quick to throw the goggles off. Out of 5th place, she had another off-track excursion here, cleaning out a rider on the way through. He then settled down. Shana van der Vlist, a possible arm injury after that fall on the first lap. And then Chiara Fontanesi was on the top step of the podium when she fell from 3rd. Daniela Guin then moved past Anderson and the stricken Fontanesi to move into 4th, and she tipped over.
He's going to fill this track out, make sure that those...
Jet is down hard on the downhill and not getting up quickly. Star Racing Machine and Phil Nicoletti pulling starts again in 2nd. Chase Sexton's down.
Chase Sexton's down. I was just about to mention.
Oh, pile up on the outside. Chance Hymas. And there it is. And there's that outside crash that you were worried about. And it did take place, but way out.
All right, these lines are probably going to come close together. Yeah, both riders like, oh, sorry, no, I'm sorry. So it's downhill, and I saw the bike kicking around, and you can see this last little hump, the bike kicks out. And yeah, the Olympics, that's Olympics promo right there for you. Yeah.